Hello and welcome to this week's Emerge 5, where we explore new tech, upcoming companies, common industry issues, and the brilliant people behind it all. Now, in this week's episode, we're going to be looking at our top 5 ad tech and media startups. And as always, please stick around to the end of the show for a special interview with our number 1 company. So, let's get started. Kicking us off at number 5, we have Pathfinder. Now, Pathfinder is the first marketing platform that does the marketing for you. The AI-based marketing employee that can be hired by e-commerce stores for a growing number of marketing jobs helps to democratize e-commerce marketing, help independent online stores stay competitive against the big machines, and create new and better ways to get marketing done. It truly is unique in the way it works autonomously, builds campaigns in minutes, and learns as you use it. At number 4, we have VideoBolt. VideoBolt raises the bar for online video production by making complex, beautiful design available to everyone from individuals to enterprises. They're able to mix traditional video post-production and template-based production by helping you to customize and localize high volumes of videos, use live review tools, making it easy to track and manage, have API and custom integration for data sources in order to create variations and personalized videos at scale, and deliver dynamic and engaging videos. At number 3, we have AdScanner. Now, AdScanner is a European TV data company that provides advanced TV measurement, cross-device solutions, and enables addressable connected TV campaigns based on telco data. They partner up with telcos and cable operators to turn their raw TV audience data into valuable media metrics and target group segments, providing advertisers, agencies, and broadcasters with intelligence about ad campaigns and content, both linear and non-linear. At number 2, SmartOcto. SmartOcto visualizes the impact of all stories in real time, produces advanced historical analysis and reporting, and assists the editorial team on a daily basis. The story value engine that is inside predicts the impact of every story and attributes a real overarching value that leads to engagement, loyalty, and conversions. The notification center consists of hundreds of algorithms that calculate the best scenario for every story and give simple to understand tips to improve the impact of each of them. And finally, at number 1, we have Hunch. Hunch allows you to unlock paid social media growth with automation. You start by integrating your product data, then Hunch can build your custom product feed. Next, they combine creative automation and creative testing to automatically launch thousands of personalized ads using your data, third-party data, and the Hunch Studio. You then set the optimization goals using advanced rules and triggers, and then finally, you get highly personalized customer journeys that you can monitor based on the data-driven campaigns optimized for conversion. And joining me to explain this further is founder and CEO of Hunch, Sigi Rakovic. So now I'm being joined by Sigi Rakovic, CEO at Hunch. So Sigi, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for coming on today.
Good to be here, Max. Thanks for calling.
You're very welcome. And as I was mentioning in the introduction, it's very unique kind of setup that you guys are doing. And whenever we talk about this social growth element, it kind of catches the ear of companies who really want to capitalize on that. So could you just maybe start off by walking us through the automation process that you've got and why it's so beneficial?
Sure. Yeah, great. Thanks for that question. Let me take a step back before that and say that how companies approach automation. Automation is generally not a strategy, right? So what automation actually is an amplification of the business strategy, right? So if you look at it from that lens, and we talk about automation processes, so for example, if a company knows that it gets great results through personalization, right? That's a business strategy. Personalization is a business strategy. And so the amplification of personalization is then where automation comes in, right? Is how do you automate and try to personalize at scale? We help, brands, companies essentially personalize offers and products, communicate that in a personalized manner. And we do that through sort of 3 core pillars, right? So there's a creative pillar, there's the data pillar, and there's the automation pillar. And so the really important factor there is the data. Is like we know that companies are amassing lots of different data about the customers, about the products, about the markets, and so forth. So what we do as a company is we unlock that data, right? And we help marketers use that data to drive the creative production process. right? And help them sort of produce lots of personalized creatives at scale. And the bottom common denominator of that is automation, right? So automatically producing thousands of videos, if not 10,000s of videos, and also automatically, now that you've produced them, what do you do with them, right? You can't download 10,000 videos manually and have some, poor marketer upload them somewhere, and that sort of thing. So that's the problems that we kind of solve for is, personalization at scale by using, company data.
Excellent. It's a brilliant idea, and obviously a lot of companies are starting to wake up to that benefit of there's so much data here, especially from a marketing standpoint or an ad perspective. So one kind of final question here I was thinking of is obviously what you guys are doing is very unique, and I love what the style of using that automation process. So from you going forward as an organization, what impact do you want to leave on the industry, or what changes do you want to see come out of what you're offering?
We give new superpowers to the marketers. We give them superpowers to achieve what they want to achieve with the resources they currently have, right? And so the biggest driver of that is the latency, right? So what's really important for marketers and what they're always doing is figuring out what's actually working. Where are my with the budget that I'm investing, what's actually working, what's driving the growth for my company. And so what Hunch does, it shortens that latency from the moment of, here's what we think would work to here's what actually worked, right? And getting that data back. And so that feedback loop is really short. So the latency that is really important to be short. And so our marketers, the brands and marketers companies we have, they in essence can do 10 times feedback loops, test loops to see what's working, what's not working. And I think that's really what the unique aspect of Hunch is that it allows them to do this without hiring out staff and so forth. So the other part of the question is, what impact do we want to leave on the industry, right? So I'll be, let me take a step back and say, we as a company really feel that, that we're at the cusp of this new sort of trend or the next phase of, what marketing is really about. So what we as a company are really sort of our mission is, or our mandate is to really liberate, right, the marketing department from, all of the sort of manual tasks that have been thrown upon them because of this need for personalization. And every single department has felt that. When you want to write an email, right, if you personalize it, you'll get a better response. If you write a message, personalized, you'll get a better response. If we take that and we extrapolate that through the entire marketing sort of customer journey process, marketers have a ton of work, right? They've inherited this, work willingly, saying, yes, we'll do this, right? But it's costing them both time and effort and so forth. So what we as a company stand for is really liberating them from these manual redundant tasks of, doing that personalization at scale. So in essence, the impact that we're driving as a company is really giving time back and making the marketer what they once were, which is sort of this master marketer, thinking of how things need to play out in the market with their products and helping them achieve this, right? So that's really where we are driving most of the impact is, giving power back to the marketer and letting them sort of focus on more strategic initiatives, sort of strategic thinking, and then sort of offloading the mundane manual, tasks of doing the actual work through the machine.
Which I think is very important, and something that, as we've mentioned in this show, is going to be something that's going to be happening a lot in the future. Give the power back to the people, let them create, let them do what they're meant to be doing to really innovate the company, and you're going to see real benefit. Siggy, all I can say is thank you for coming on to the show, talking to us about all of this. It's an exciting platform that you guys have got, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Max, for the questions and for inviting me. Super excited to talk to you today.
And that's a wrap on this week's Emerge 5, looking at ad tech and media startups. Thank you so much once again for joining us, and to all the companies we featured in today's episode. We'll be back next week with another episode, of course, but to join in the conversation, please head on over to @EM360 on Twitter and LinkedIn. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and of course, for more great daily content, please head on over to em360tech.com.